All right, go ahead.
All right, I guess Clubber Lang, is that what we're referring to you as? What happened here with the stitches and the black eye, whatever? Take us through what happened.
Yeah, so last week we have an install period, and coach, it's hot outside. Coach says take your helmets off. So we're going half speed through this play, and I do a play action, and one of the running backs' elbows caught me right above the eye. Cut me pretty good. Nice little gash. Got 7 stitches, a little chipped tooth. So, football season started pretty early for me.
What's it like been for you? Obviously, you finally have some stability in a sense in your NFL career. Is it kind of a different approach for you now, or take me through kind of your mindset as, in a sense, you're not necessarily clawing and fighting because you have that contract?
Yeah. Like I've said before in some previous interviews, this is the first year where I feel like I kind of have 2 feet in the door, so to speak. The last 5 years, I feel like I've had 1 foot in the door and just been clawing my way to try to make the team. Having a 2-year contract is I feel a little sense of security, but it doesn't change the way I approach the game or approach practice. Go out there and try and get better every day, and we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Taylor.
Chris Russell.
Hey, Taylor. You had said at the end of, I guess, after the Tampa playoff game that you wanted to get, bigger, stronger, all that stuff to hopefully be more durable. What kind of steps did you take in the last couple of months to accomplish that, and how much more do you feel like you have to do?
Yeah, I feel like I did a pretty good job this offseason. I gained about 15 pounds of good weight. Eating super healthy, and just hitting the gym a lot. I just felt like, every time I go out in that field, for some reason, something happened. So, that was the biggest point of concern this offseason. I felt like I kind of checked that box off.
Thank you.
Hey, Taylor, what's that quarterback room like now with the addition of Ryan Fitzpatrick? Obviously, we all know his extensive history in the league, but for you actually in that room as another quarterback, what's that like, being able to chat with him, learn from him, and I guess, compete against him too?
Yeah, it's really cool. I've worked with a lot of neat quarterbacks, a lot of successful quarterbacks over the years, and he's just another one to come in that's been very successful. Again, I think it's 17th year in the league. So again, he's played a lot of football. He's seen a lot of football. So me, Kyle, and Steven pick his brain every day, and he's very open to teaching us and helping us out. So again, he's really helping us out, kind of the same way that Alex helped us. He just played a lot of football, seen a lot. So he's teaching us some stuff that we haven't seen before.
Definitely a very big brain with that Harvard brain over there. And you between you guys with all your math class and all the stuff you were telling us about last year, some smart guys in that room. I'm good. Thanks, Taylor.
Thank you.
Nikki.
Hi, Taylor. Just to follow up on what Chris Russell was asking about some of the things you did in the offseason. I know there's been some clips of the workouts you've been doing. Can you kind of explain a little bit of what that is? Because I know the things Joel does is slightly different.
Yeah, we don't really harp on doing a lot of reps or doing absurd amount of weights. It's more functional movement stuff. So again, I've had a separated shoulder in the past. I've had something happen with my ankle, and he just works a lot on foot strength, ankle strength, so you can be more durable. So again, it's very unorthodox, but I think he's starting to gain some ground. When I first started working with him 6 years ago, he maybe had 800 followers on Instagram. Now he has 350,000. So he's getting a huge following. A lot of guys from the NFL are starting to come in and work with him. And I can't say enough good things about Joel.
And just coming into this offseason with the new pieces on offense, how much different is that for you? I mean, just having guys like Curtis Samuel and new tight ends in the room, additions on running back. I mean, how much different does the group look to you?
Yeah, you got a lot of speed and a lot of veteran type of players. Curtis has been in the league and he's been successful. Humphrey, same thing. So again, we're very excited. The team looks good. We had a good turnout this OTAs, and the energy's there. So it's an exciting time.
Philip?
Hey, Taylor, not to detract from your ODU fame, but ever since the playoff game, have you been have people recognized you? Have you found yourself getting in a celebrity situation more often?
Yeah, I actually went down to ODU this past weekend for Memorial Day, catch up with some old coaches. We went golfing, got stopped, numerous times to take some pictures, but it's cool. It's a cool deal. Again, it's cool. That's all I can say about it.
What as far as the off season goes, what was your plan as far as, you obviously want to bulk up, work out a lot, but also, you have the surgery, you have the rehab. How do you balance those two demands?
Yeah, well, I never got surgery, but I just kind of, again, Joel does a good job of, if you're injured, he strengthens all the muscles around your injury, so you don't have to get surgery. And it's a very functional movement type of deal. So, you see a lot of guys gain 15 pounds and kind of lose their throwing motion, or or have a slower throwing motion. And that's not the way he does things. He kind of strengthens around it, and he can still do everything. So, between that and starting to grill and playing some golf, that was my off season.
Hey, Taylor. Obviously, when you came in here last year, sort of at the last second, you already had a familiarity with the offense, but there's always pieces to pick up. How much different does it feel coming in here now, having, knowing you were going to be part of this and having a chance to do whatever you did during the offseason? How different does it feel now when you're out there running the offense?
Yeah, it feels a lot more comfortable. Again, last year coming in late, kind of trying to pick up from where I left off a year and a half ago. And now I kind of feel like it's kind of second nature. And I've been with Scott for a number of years, but every year we have a, new wrinkle here and there. So that's something for everyone else to learn too, as well. So, but yeah, I feel like it's second nature now. The offense is really starting to come together, and I think everyone's starting to understand it pretty well.
And obviously you and Kyle Allen knew each other from Carolina days, but he was out last year when you came in here. So what's it like kind of now being back in the mix with him, both of you out there on the field?
Yeah, me and Kyle had a good relationship in Carolina, and unfortunately when I got cut, he was there and he did a great job, and we kept in touch, and I thought he's had a great 2 years since then, and I hate to see him get injured like he did, but he's battling back and he's looking good at practice. So again, all of us quarterbacks are pushing each other, helping each other, and it's a good room.
Hey, Taylor, how does one gain 15 pounds of good weight? Like, what goes into that?
Just think being disciplined, going to that gym 5-6 days a week. You didn't have to lift heavy, but it was just, eating good, not going out and drinking all the time, and kind of just being very disciplined, getting your sleep, hydrating. So I just took it very serious. Again, I was on the other side. I wasn't playing ball for a year. I thought I was done. So once I got that contract and everything, I kind of dove in cannonball style and wanted to make this year good.
I mean, did you have a specific meals lined up per day? Like what I guess what is kind of like the healthy eating kind of process like? Like what were you eating basically?
So I would wake up, make myself a nice protein smoothie, go for a nice long walk, come back, have something healthy, whether it's oatmeal or another protein shake. Really started getting the grilling, got a nice little Traeger grill. So I've been, grilling up my dinners every night, whether it's steak, chicken, burgers, stuff like that. So I started getting the recipes and kind of, ventured out from that way. But again, just healthy eating, chicken, veggies, good carbs. So it was a good off season.
Hey, Taylor, John Keim, ESPN. With all that extra weight, how do you feel like it's affected, in a good or bad, whatever way? How does it impact you on the field? One of your strengths was the way you moved. How do you feel it's impacted there?
I feel like I moved just fine, the same way. Again, it wasn't like I was just lifting heavy weight and not running as well. I was doing a lot of agility stuff, a lot of footwork stuff. So I didn't want to lose that aspect of my game because I know it's a big part of it. So I wanted to be smart, put on good weight, but also have, the speed and agility and stuff like that still there. So again, I think my trainers back home did a pretty good job.
And then even just with the couple games that you were able to play in that playoff game, how different of a quarterback do you feel you are now compared to, a year ago or so?
I've really tried to work on just staying in the pocket and throwing really good balls from the pocket. And I think that's the best way of not getting injured. If you're not getting hit and kind of running around doing those things, that just takes the percentage away of you getting hurt. So really working on pocket passing, stuff like that. But again, didn't lose the speed or the agility.
Hey, Taylor, I wonder when you're training with Joel, I wonder, you've talked about the injuries that you seem to get on the field. I wonder, do you kind of tweak the training, or do you say, no, the process is good, these injuries are kind of freak injuries, or kind of how do you approach that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, so we'll go back and we'll kind of talk about stuff and, whether it's range of motion and stuff like that. I mean, the crazy part is that one play where I did get injured was, diving for the pylon, kind of just leaving my body on the line. So it wasn't like, I feel like if anyone kind of was in that body formation where your whole weight of your body's landing on your shoulder, something's going to happen. But, it is what it is. And, we were playing Tampa Bay in the playoffs, and I didn't know if I was ever going to play again. So, if that's regular season this year, in the fourth quarter, I'm running out the 2-yard line. We have 4 downs to score a touchdown. So I think that's kind of the change I'm going to make this year.
Mm-hmm. And I wonder for you, obviously you've talked about being on the other side. Is it easier to eat well, to hit the gym 5-6 days a week? Like, do you find yourself, in a different place mentally, coming into this year with the situation change?
Yeah. I mean, I wake up every day and I'm stoked. Go to work and play some football. I mean, and you're getting paid handsomely to go play a sport. You can't beat that. So again, I wake up every morning. It's a good day. Go play some football and have some fun with it. Again, we have a great squad here, great coach, and it's a great environment. So I think all the guys feel the same way.
Thanks, Taylor.
Pete. Les.
Hey, Taylor. I know your situation's probably a little different than, some other quarterbacks in the league because you were out of the league for a while. But with these camps being voluntary, I mean, can you imagine as a quarterback not being at them? Is it possible to be a quarterback and not be at this kind of a thing?
Well, I think I would say maybe if you're the starter at a team for a number of years and you have the same head coach and the same OC, maybe, I don't know. I just feel like being here with all the guys, training with the guys, throwing with them, going through plays can only make you better, can only make the team better. So, again, I don't know that side of it. I've always just wanted to be here and be with the guys. So can't really speak on that.
What about as just in these 2 weeks for you? I mean, have you had things already that you think this is made me better, or this is just making us better? I mean, have you had moments so far with that?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of plays or things that happen during practice that we're glad we see it now and we can hash it out now and see how we can get better in this play or what read we need to do for this play. Rather do it now than go in training camp and be in preseason games and be 2 weeks out and still trying to figure stuff out. So I think it's good that everyone's here. We had a great turnout. Everyone's excited. Everyone's working hard. And again, we're making mistakes out there, but that's what OTAs are for. You make mistakes and you learn from them. So again, I think we're doing a good job.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Taylor. Appreciate it.